Baker Mayfield at camp out at Gilmore High School talked about the contract extension that is awaiting him today.
Genuinely do mean that I'm about winning. I think everything will play itself out. I'm not worried about it at all because if we win, we're heading in the right direction.
Let's welcome back in Jeff Phelps, 92.3 The Fan, as well as Bally Sports Great Lakes and the Browns pre- and halftime and post shows. Jeff, same message from Baker Mayfield that we heard earlier. I'm not concerned about it. Winning takes care of everything.
Well, that's swell, isn't it? It doesn't take care of payday, though, Dave. And it doesn't take care of your family long term and all that stuff. Baker is saying exactly what he needs to say. Good for him. I thought he said it well. I no reason to question his sincerity on it. But he's the quarterback of the team. He's supposed to talk about winning. He did. Good for him.
Yeah, and there is no sense of urgency really on either side. From Baker Mayfield's perspective, if he plays well, the payday goes up a little bit, I would think.
That makes sense, doesn't it? On our show today, we had Randy Mueller, who is a former longtime NFL executive, former general manager in the NFL. And we asked him about that. And he said, if you're the Browns, there's no urgency here. You'd like to get a little longer look at the quarterback before you make that deal. So I think both sides actually could benefit from another year. Now, it might be a little bit of a gamble for either side. That's the kind of the catch here, Dave, is who benefits by signing now, who benefits by waiting? And the question is, all right, Baker, are you going to light it up next year? Then you'd benefit from waiting. If he's going to light it up, the Browns would benefit from getting it done now. I just wonder how it fits. Does it fit better if you sign Nick Chubb and Denzel Ward and Wyatt Teller and anything else you need to do, and then you go and you get Baker Mayfield later? Or do you want to get Baker knocked out first and then get the other guys? I would think that the Browns are sold long-term. Think about if they decided they didn't want to extend him, Dave. Then where is this thing? You've been looking for a quarterback since 1999. You found one. So I would assume he's the guy. I think the question is just how much money do you want to put into your quarterback on a team that's clearly built as a team with depth all the way around, both on the offense and now on the defense.
Yeah, that's a fair point. The best way that I heard it described, and I'm not sure which national person put it that was, but when you drafted Baker Mayfield, if they would have said, in year 3, you're going to win a playoff game, you're going to beat the Steelers, and you're going to take the team that goes to the AFC championship game to the fourth quarter and have a chance to win, would you have signed on for that when you drafted this guy number 1 overall? I can't think of anybody that would have said, no, that's not what we were looking for.
I agree with that, but let me throw this one at you. What if you had said, all right, we're going to take Baker Mayfield number 1, but as it turns out, a lot of folks around the NFL like Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen better, but he's better than Sam Darnold and Josh Rosen. So of the 5 guys who went in that first round, he'd be the 3rd guy. Would you take that?
That's a good question. I'm still, and again, I know Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen are good quarterbacks. I'm not so sure that what we saw from them last year is what we're going to see on a sustained future for them. In other words, I want to see more from both of them.
Valid.
Yeah, I want to see more from
valid.
both of them as well.